Hey guys, Gretchen with Healer's Insight. Kundalini Reiki Lesson 2, Part 1 of 3. Yep. Part 2 is a fast yoga flow to lock in all of those bandhas, including those feet and those hand bandhas. And Part 3 is the meditation on the mudras and those chakras to do that super blowout before your attunement. Attunement 1. Okay, so bandhas. What are bandhas? Bandhas. If you're a yogi, you know what bandhas are. If you've taken, I'm not sure if I took in my 200 or my 300. Anyway, so bandhas are locks in the body. We can lock that energy into a central location, condensing it and giving us even more healing power. Like I said in the yoga video, we do lock in the bandhas. I do actually lock in the feet bandhas first. That's when you raise up your feet and your toes and you drop them down one at a time. And then you kind of like, it's got like a creation almost where a suction cup, but that middle part is still open. And then again with your hands, when we're doing yoga and we're putting the pressure between this part and we're keeping this kind of open like a suction cup, that's going to activate those locks on your hands. So we don't lose that energy until we're ready to lose that energy. So that energy is just not draining from us. The way you're going to do, we're going to lock in the main locks is we're going to start at the perineum. There are three main ones, the throat, the perineum, and the solar plexus chakra. So we start at the perineum. If you're not into yoga, go ahead, and the way you can do it is look at the tip of your nose. Yeah, that did it. Women, if you ever felt like you're going to bleed through during that time of month and you squeeze, that's locking it. Men, it's the skin between your testes and your anus. You have to squeeze, and at first when you squeeze, your anus will squeeze shut. That will stop with practice. That is how you lock in that bandha. The next one you're going to go to is your throat chakra, or your throat chakra bandha. So you're going to touch your chin to your chest, and you're going to roll your head up very slowly, and that's locking in that bandha. The middle bandha, what you're going to do with that is you're going to inhale through your nose, and they're going to do a false inhale too, and going to like do that super exaggerated cartoon. Suck in that stomach. All right, that's locking in the third main bandha. To activate the fourth bandha, the big guy, you have to do all three at the same time. That's why I recommend the yoga practice, because it's really difficult to do this. Look at the end of your nose and go, right? And be comfortable. So just do the yoga. It's like 10-15 minutes. It's not very long. But once you get those bandhas locked and you have activated that fourth bandha, you've got all of this energy right here. It's not going through every single one of those 72,000 nadis. So it's concentrated for you. We're going to make it to where we're going to use this energy today to clean out our root, our sacral, and our solar plexus chakra. Super, super, super good. We are going to do all of the chakras, but these are the three we're going to concentrate on the most today in part 3 of lesson 2. And please do follow the instructions before you do your first attunement. But this is why we're locking in this energy for this purpose. You can use this energy locking in these bandhas for your healings and for your meditations too. And this is why we're doing this before the mudra meditation. So the bandhas are locked in. We have that energy right there. So you already have a more powerful energy flow. What are you going to use it for today? Today we're going to use it to blow out the chakras because we want that Kundalini to rise so we can get that ultimate energy going, right? All right. Hey guys, so real quick, I forgot to tell you how to unlock the bandhas. It's important because you really want that energy flow, right? Connection to the universe and to the earth. We don't want to keep the bandhas locked for very long, just when we need this burst of energy. So you're going to unlock them in the reverse order. You're going to suck in, do the whole 3 at the same time, unlock that big guy. And then you're going to unlock that solar plexus one, suck it in. Big release, picture it unlocking, and then you're going to do the throat chakra, unlock it, big release, and then relax that root chakra, that bandha down there, the bandha near the root chakra, a big release, As you're doing that one, feel that flushing of all that energy coming through your crown chakra, all the way from your galactic chakra down all the way through your earth star chakra. Okay, let's get out of just those in bodies when we're releasing. Let's flush up, flush through all of the out of body chakras too, and get that energy flow going again. Like I said, let's not keep those bandhas locked up for very long. We just need them locked up for the purposes, for healings, for chakra blowouts, for meditations, that type of stuff. But we do want that constant flow so that we stay connected, so that we get all of that great energy going, right? All right. Up next, all the mudras. So, mudras. What are mudras? Mudras are the hand symbols. They you've seen them in, most likely in Hindi, Indian. It's very used a lot in their culture. I think I even read somewhere that in the airports there are large mudras there to welcome guests into the Indian culture. This is a mudra. I bet you didn't know that. This is a mudra. It's also a game, right? But it's a mudra. That's one of the mudras that we'll be using. So these mudras have been used in religious things, mysticism, healings, all types of stuff. And keep in mind, most healers end up going the way of religious because they explain it via gods, right? You give thanks to whatever deities or no deities, whatever it is that you want. There are multiple cultures. We are all different, we are all the same. Anyway, mudras. So mudras are the keys. They are very specific hand placements. They are meant to activate different parts of your hand. So your fingers, your thumbs, your palms, everything has a different point. It has a reflexology point. It has a point that connects to an element: earth, wind, fire, water, ether, spirit, whatever. Anyway, so these mudras, when they're activated and you're using them, okay, I'll give it for an instance. So this is Ganesh. Ganesh is a nice mudra, right? Ganesh mudra, I used to work with this server. She would get so nervous and she would automatically clamp her hands into Ganesh. All right, no idea, didn't do yoga, wasn't Indian. Like, I'm talking like basic country white girl, right? But every time she would get nervous, she would clamp her hands like this. She did this like throughout the night. By the end of the night, she was back to her confident, regular, little sassy self. Why? Because Ganesh in that mudra does instill confidence and love in you. There have been scientific studies that show people who hold mudras in meditation, and they were just measuring around their hands for the healing hands kind of measurement thing. When held for 5 to 10 minutes, not a lot of energy was coming through those bad boys. 15 minutes, they started to detect a little bit. But man, at 20 minutes, those things were on fire. They were like vibing with all that really great healing energy coming off of it. So this is why I want you to use the mudras in your meditations, and maybe use your mudras going forward. I will be putting out a series of the hand mudras that I am familiar with. Use these with respect, and don't use these unless you know what you're doing with them. I mean, you're not going to go rolling through like gang territory, throwing up gang signs, not knowing what the heck they are, right? Because you're going to get shot. So let's not like use the mudras disrespectfully. These are from people's customs. Don't be rude. So use them with the respect that they're due, in the manner that they're meant. Don't be like all show offy and ego-y about it. All right. So I think that pretty much covers the bandhas and the mudras. Up next will be part 2, which will be the yoga routine to lock in those energy centers. And then part 3, going to be your mudras and meditations. We'll be going through the Lam Vam Ram, Ham Yam Sham Om for all of the 7 in bodies to activate them, release those energies. Then there will be 3 segments, one for the root, one for the sacral, and one for the solar plexus chakra, and the mudras that are coordinating with those along with the chants. That one's going to be difficult, so I invite you to do those in 3 different parts, and I will have in that a better description on that video's thing. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video and like to see more, and I do a lot of Reiki videos, please hit that subscribe button for me. And until next time, namaste.